Hi, it's Vic Dorfman, founder of MemberFix, and in this video I'm going to explain how you can stretch your subscription with MemberFix. I touched on this briefly in a previous video of this welcome series, and I explained that you can delegate all kinds of tasks to us, but you don't always necessarily have to have the first task ready. And what I meant by that, and this is sort of the first way you can stretch your MemberFix subscription, is you can say, hey Vic, how do I do XYZ? Or I want you to research, different affiliate tools, or I want you to figure out how we can improve our opt-in rate on our website. And all of these sort of tasks that aren't really implementation tasks, they're more marketing and research oriented tasks. And arguably, this is actually way more valuable than the implementation and delegation of various specific tasks, because we pay the members of our team a certain amount. They're very technically competent. We pay them very competitively, probably double what most of our competitors pay. But if you were to engage me or my business partner Leslie or one of our team leads on a contract basis, or if you were to book a coaching call with one of us, it would run you a lot more money. We're talking about $100 an hour plus, okay, between $100 and $200 an hour. And so between all of us on our team, we have so much marketing expertise that we could offer to you. You'd be crazy not to use it, right? If you have some sort of marketing or design question, send that in. That is a legitimate, valuable MemberFix request, okay? And it's going to give you a lot more mileage out of your subscription, because you're not just using us like an assembly line or a robot. You're actually saying, hey Vic, you have all this marketing experience. How do I do XYZ? And I might have some really good ideas for you that you can then turn around and say, okay, well, do those for us, and we'll do them for you. You see? Or if you have some sort of design question, we have Leslie, who's an amazing, mind-blowing designer with over a decade of experience, basically. He started working in design out of college. So we've just got so much cool stuff happening in our company, and to be able to sort of tap into our brain trust, I think, is maybe one of the most valuable aspects of this product. Now, another way you can stretch your subscription, and you may or may not be aware of this, is, let's say you have a customer and they need something done. Guess what? You can use us to do that thing for the customer. Absolutely. Why not? Because our whole value proposition is that you get unlimited tasks, but we do those tasks one at a time. So, if you submit a task for your customer, you're still using our product / service, but we're not doing the ticket necessarily for you. We're doing it for your end customer through you. But what does it matter to us? It's a task, right? You're the customer, you're still paying. So you absolutely should be able to submit requests for your own customers and clients, for your friends, for a loved one, or somebody who's they want to get some work done. That's absolutely fine. You could totally share subscriptions. Now, caveat with that is that what might happen sometimes, and what's happened before, is we've had, for example, husband and wife entrepreneur teams share subscriptions, which is totally fine. But then what happens is that they're basically competing for the same real estate in terms of us being able to, implement their tasks. So progress slows down, So whereas before maybe, the husband part of the team felt like, okay, we were moving at 100% speed, and now he's sharing his subscription with his wife, and now his tasks take twice as long to do. That's up to you. You can absolutely, if you're willing to accept the slower pace, you can share it with 100 people. Up to you. But what I would recommend in those kinds of situations is that each individual get their own subscription, okay? Because that way we're going to move at a reasonable pace for each person, and it's just going to be too slow if you're sharing with too many people. But if you need the occasional odd job for a friend or for a client, for a customer, absolutely that's a great use of MemberFix. Those are the two main ways that you can stretch your subscription, okay? And I've also talked about the monthly strategy calls with me. I think that's probably the #1 way to stretch your subscription, because you're going to walk away from each call with a long list of tasks for us to do for you. Okay, high impact tasks. So if you didn't watch that video, that's the previous video about the monthly strategy calls. Absolutely watch that video. It's hundreds of dollars worth of value, at least $100 worth of value, because my hourly rate is $115, that you get for no additional cost. You get access to me and our team. So, you know, we're here to help you. We're here to make your life easier, to get the tech stuff sorted for you, to help you make some good marketing decisions based on all of our experience in this industry. So please utilize us to the max, you know, get your money's worth. And, you know, one other thing I should mention is that if you feel that you're not able to achieve enough with your subscription, you should upgrade. Okay, and there's just no other way for me to say that politely, because here's the thing, it's a task-based service. We're not freelancers. If you wanted to engage one of our team members on a freelance basis, you'd be looking at least $50 an hour, okay, for our most junior team member. Okay, so to keep that in perspective, you know, you're getting double, triple, in many cases, the value that you would if you were paying us on an hourly basis. Now, granted, it does take longer when you're doing it task by task than if you were engaging us privately, but the value is absolutely there. So if you feel like you like MemberFix, it's a great product, and you're just not moving quite fast enough, I would recommend upgrading to the next tier of the subscription, because guess what? Then you get more time per task, and you get priority. And if you're on the highest tier, you get weekend tasks, and you get the highest priority corresponding to how much you pay. You know, so that's I think very reasonable and very in tune with, you know, what happens in business in general. So if you have any questions about any of this, please do let me know. I'm very happy to help, and I'm very open to feedback and constructive criticism. So let me have it, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.